Okay, Connor, some good rotation there and good extension. If you hold here, let's just have a look. Just there, the elbow coming out. And the reason why that is, if you just reverse back, look at your start position here as well. So as your start position comes out there, as you extend, the only thing that can happen is for your elbow to come out. So if we clear that and then slow motion play it, you'll see it comes out like so. Okay, so something to look at there is make sure your starting position, your left hand is just in front of your elbow, pointing down to the floor, not out to the side. Okay, buddy? Let's move on. Okay, so we look here. Got to get out of this habit of the hand low. One, because the judges will not like it and they'll be prejudiced against you. Two, means the first thing that moves, I can see your elbow coming out. I'm going to lose a lot of power, and you're also going to telegraph the punch. Okay, so if we just rewind that ever so slightly, 1 second. Okay, let's hold it there. So this whole position here must be up. Obviously, this guy's going to come forward there and throw the shots there. Okay, and that's 1 point, and that means the difference between winning and losing. Okay, your quality of shot also will go out the window slightly because it's going to take longer for you to get there, and the reason being is because those two lines that I've just drawn in, that's basically the vector your arm has to travel, and it's slightly longer than this one here. Okay, so you need to make sure that the hand goes nice and tidy, just like all the Olympians do, and that's the reason why they do it. Okay, moving on. Okay, just for you there, Cash, something like you think about is make sure both your shots count. Okay, so as we started from here, so we're moving on. Firstly, notice how you're cocking that left arm. So from this position here, there, is actually going to come back first before it then does the right thing and comes out towards the target area. Okay, so I'll just clear that and we watch that as that goes on now. So it's there, cocked, pulled, then goes out. But I'd also like you to let those shots go a little bit more. See that shot there? As it lands, bang there, you push through, but not enough. So there, you should be really driving through that target and really making, really causing damage with that right hand. To really push it through, make it count. Nice little dip and movement from the trunk at the end like that. Okay, that's good, so your head's moving all the time.
Change boxer!
Push through a bit more rotation there. Okay, and probably one of the first things that I've noticed with you is your right elbow comes out much too far. Okay, and you're losing a lot of power and you're also telegraphing your punches. So if we just have a look at this, let's just move you on a little bit here. There's a jab. Notice there what's happened here. Okay, so if we circle here, notice the first thing that's happened, your hand drops, leaving you open, and your elbow there actually starts rising, and it means your opponent is going to see that coming a lot quicker. Okay, so we clear that. So when your shot comes, look where your hand is. You've already pronated your hand. Okay, so that's the bit here. Lots of pronation on the hand already. Too early means your elbow comes out. So as the shot comes, what actually happens is you're losing energy in this direction rather than this direction where it should be going. Okay, so the only way you can do that is making sure that you actually throw that, turn that hand over a lot later, and you can do those by standing sideways on the wall and just pushing your hand, sliding your hand along the wall, and making sure that it doesn't rotate too early. Okay, so let's just clear that away. Go back into a little bit faster motion now. And you can just see it even in the fast motion as well. Okay, something you need to really focus on there, buddy. And get a lot more power and a lot more results for clean shots. Okay, so we're just moving up into the ring now. The rest of the boxes. Okay, so we've got Connor here. Let's have a look at what he does. Okay, let's move him back. Okay, so stepping into the 1-2 there, that's fine, but make sure that you always bring that right foot in with you, otherwise you're going to have a little bit too extended base just in here, and it's going to stop you rotating a little bit. Moving on. Okay, obviously not a great picture there, but as you notice, as you land a shot here, so look, as you land that shot there, look where the hand goes afterwards. Okay, a bit in a line like this. Okay, and you'll see it follow that green line there. So make sure that recoil is nice and straight. Let's move it on. So nice speed though. Make sure those elbows are in. Okay, let's move across now. One of the big things you'll notice here, you guys, is your feet. Okay, so look at how far the feet are away from each other. So, slow this down now. Okay, so here, first parts of the mechanism. As you're going to throw that 1-2, this foot moves forward. Okay, and look where it moves to. It actually moves to about here. Okay, which makes your base almost twice as long as what it needs to be. So there, twice as long. So what actually happens there is your foot can't rotate as much as anymore. So here, it can't rotate around this way so much, and actually your toe comes off the floor there. The reason why your toe comes off the floor is because your legs having to move towards your left foot because your legs are too wide. Okay, so it's hard to rotate, and as a result also it means this area here where your hips can't rotate as much either because your leg's too far back. Alright, so we need to really focus on making sure that you're bringing that back foot in. If you're stepping in with the front foot, step in with the back foot so you've got a base. And if you needed to throw another shot off the back of that 1-2 like a left hook, you can't do it with your right foot behind you. You've got to step in with it and keep your base all the time. Okay, it's good stuff there. So let's move on. Jack. Okay, one of the first things I noticed here about you, Jack, nice and close, which is good. Good high guard, which I like about you. Okay, but we need to make sure that you're relaxed and rotating a little bit more. Okay, so all this area around here, your whole core needs to relax a little bit more. Make sure that your base isn't too long as well, so you can really get that rotation. Okay, so which means turning off your muscles, being nice and relaxed, nice and loose, especially at the start of the session. Try a few rounds of shadow boxing or 30 seconds worth of shadow boxing with your hands down and being nice and loose rather than tense, and that will help you really push through from here and of course from the hip area as well, and rotating from the foot onto there as well. Okay, but good with the hands high like that. That's how we should be. We need to make sure we're really pushing through with those shots. Make them count. Nice extension, rotating, not leaning forwards.